Okay, guys, we're back. Welcome back to Tears of the Kingdom. This is now part 7 of the playthrough, I believe. And we are heading towards this chasm, which we actually ran by on the way to this camp earlier on. I believe this is actually where we're going to be doing the next major story. And actually, out in the distance, you can see those towers. I think those towers are the major areas where you can get big map scans, correct? We take a look at our map here. Huh. There's a lot of regions, right? There's quite a lot of regions on the map in this one. Because you take a look straight, it's like that tower's straight ahead. See that? And if I look like there, I guess it's somewhere out there. Huh. That's the closest one. We'll probably go to that one next. But okay, anyway. Let's head to the chasm. Let's do the next story mission. Now, I got a question right before I split the part. Jinx asked, why do you think that all this, the support, or the full level of support I used to get on Twitch didn't translate over 2 years ago when I left Twitch and came to YouTube full time, okay? There's a lot of good answers for this question. All right, answer number 1 is very simple. A lot of people like watching streams on Twitch and don't like YouTube streams for various reasons. People still, to this day, have this stigma in their head that Twitch is the #1 place for streams, even though Twitch, quite frankly, has way less quality of streams, has worse moderation, and way worse rule enforcement. Like, basically over there, it's completely unfair. One person can get treated differently from another. And the fact that you can only stream at a quality that's not... You see the quality I'm streaming at right now? This is 12,000 kilobits per second. Guess how much you could stream at on Twitch? 6,500. Half of what I'm doing. Can you imagine me streaming this game at half quality, how bad it would look? Right? That's what they force you to do over there. It's pretty... What the shit? Am I... What's going on? What happened? I have no idea. I got struck by lightning. I don't even know what happened. I didn't have a weapon out or anything. Well, that was a bunch of bullshit. I have no clue what happened or why I got struck by lightning. Well, while I talk to you guys, I suppose I should get to an area where I'm not going to get struck by lightning, huh? Like right here. Jeez. Look, yeah, it's like striking randomly. Huh. Anyway, that's one thing. So some people are just like, Twitch is the place to be. You gotta be on Twitch, and if you're not on Twitch, I won't watch you. No exaggeration. When I left Twitch and came over here, I lost about, I'd say, 1/4 of my viewership. I really did. And it's taken me 2 years to kind of build myself back up to at least have decent viewership on every stream I do. But it's hard, man. I used to, on average on Twitch, I had 400 to 500 viewers, and now I barely get that these days. And there's nothing I can do about that. That's just the nature of leaving the premier streaming site and coming somewhere else. Now, in addition to that, on Twitch, there was other support methods. For example, there was the Twitch Prime membership, and I used to get hundreds of those every month. There were sales that they would run on things like cheers. So people would take advantage of the sale and buy a bunch of the bits so they could cheer, and you would, you know, way cheaper than, say, YouTube. So there was all these factors, right, that were a part of it. Yeah, I mean, I could go into and talk about this all day, basically. But, in general, I actually like streaming on YouTube more anyway. It's just, it's good to have all your stuff in one place. It's good to have the higher quality and no real problems when it comes to, like, some asshole moderator who doesn't know what the hell they're doing is going to shut down my stream. You know what I'm saying? So, alright. Anyway, I mean, in general, there's a million reasons, but that's... Oh, what the hell? Charlotte, don't do it if you touch that. It'll sap your strength. You end up like me, too sluggish to move. Oh. 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 Jesus Christ. How the hell do I not get hit by lightning? Whoa. Hey, you again? I told you not to sneak up on me. Can't you see I'm right in the edge of the chasm? My colleague who works with me is down there. So Robbie went down there? Alright, we gotta go down there. The depths. How far did Robbie go? Are you Link? Pleasure to meet you. I am Ponic from the Zonai Survey team. Robbie told me to guide you to him once you arrived, but he rushed along with much haste. I didn't bring enough bright bloom seeds, and now I've run out, so I lost sight of him. I thought he was taking a short walk over to the glowing area there, and he just kept going. And going. Last I saw him, he was heading way out there off to the west. Have any bright bloom seeds? I do. I think I have tons, right? By the way, Eddie re-upped his membership for 5 months. Can you sing Say It Ain't So by Weezer? Yes. That's great news. Light from the surface doesn't reach down here, as you might have noticed. Wouldn't you be risking your life to wander here without a light source? You can easily get bright bloom seeds from caves. They light up when they're struck. Blah, 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 blah. Good evening, Chris B. He says, I'm playing Jedi right now. Oh, you're playing Jedi, but you want to play this game? Yeah, I hear you, man. Alright, so arrows, blah, blah, blah. No, I did not miss the shrine up above. I already did it yesterday. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, thank you, blah, blah, blah. So, which way am I going? He wanted me to head towards the lights out there, right? But I actually see, if you take a look, further that way seems to be where he went. Because you can see a torch or a fire there. Could there be stuff in the other directions, too? Like, how many bright bloom seeds do I have? That's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. I have only a whopping 53 bright bloom seeds, so I'm not too concerned about running out of bright bloom seeds, right? So if I wanted to investigate other directions, I probably could. Ooh, a muddle bud. Muddle bud. Shall I, just for the heck of it, like, shoot a bright bloom out here? I think I should. Another muddle bud. Do these permanently light once you shoot them? It seems like they do. Like they're going to stay permanently lit, right? Whoa, I see some stuff out there, but the problem is this. A bomb. This way. I see some stuff. Oh no, now my heart's screwed up. Oh, no. Yeah, see, there's blue stuff over here. Is that an enemy? Oh god, what is that? That looks like a tough enemy with a giant spear. Should I have not gone this way? I don't know if I like that. That looks dangerous as shit. What's up, Jay? Good evening. Ugh. I'm getting creeped out. An enemy standing up top there with the glowing... Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. What the hell is this? Oh, God, what is that? Yo, there's a giant red creature right there. Now I've lost my bearings. I don't even know where I'm going. It's not an enemy. It's just a generic spear. Well, how was I supposed to know that? And that is a humongous enemy out there. Do you see it? See, it's a huge red enemy. There's no way I'm gonna kill that. It's gonna swamp me if I go that way. I think I should go back the way I came, which apparently I have no map of. I think I should go back the way I came and just go where they're intending me for to go, right? Because this is very confusing. It seems like there's a lot going on, and I don't want to get lost. I almost feel like I am lost. Oh, shit. Oh, boy. The depths are as big as the surface area is Ellipsian. Oh, that's just delightful. So basically you're saying the game has an underground area, a level ground area, and it even has a floating island area. Why is the game so big, and why is it so lengthy, and it's going to take 400,000 hours to beat at this rate, right? What is happening? Good evening, Kevin. How are you doing? Because I don't want to be spoiled, so I'm just going to watch the stream with audio only. That's perfectly fine. I like how the bow just explodes by actually just using it like you're intended. The Nizoji lightroot. What the hell is this? There's an alien inside that amber, isn't there? It's going to come out and start mutating everyone around it. Well, that's kind of bright. So that will populate an area of the map in the depths. Okay. And it restored the gloom. The gloom that I had, it fixed it. That's cool. A book. Hey, you. It's really dark down here. Not one bit of light gets here from the surface. Even with my goggles, I can hardly see. I really should have brought bright bloom seeds. Why didn't he do that? As a few sources of light, the glowing root growing down from above has piqued my curiosity. I'm not sure what it does. It looks harmless enough. The glowing root, blah, 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 blah. Okay. Where's the mount? There's no mount yet. We're going in order what the story's telling me to do. I guess I should probably eat an item, huh? Like a small healing item. I'll eat some steamed fruit. Delicious. Mr. Whiskers. Oh, I already answered that. The mount question. Alright, let's see what's over here. I guess we just keep following these areas now, right? Weird, wild stuff. Funny, because I just watched Godzilla vs. Kong. And this is totally following the plot of, like, Hollow Earth of Godzilla vs. Kong. That there's a whole civilization under the surface, right? That's completely different than the surface dwellers. Let's see here. Well, made inside about 70 hours or so, says Dark Galbach. That's ridiculous. I'm not putting 140 hours into this game. That's nuts. Hey, you are you still alive? Looks like the place is swimming in gloom. If the guy didn't have bright blooms, it'd be curtains. Yeah. Head west towards glowing roots. Okay, so we're gonna head west towards those glowing roots that I can see. Sounds good. Oh, man. This is gonna be a hell of a game. Playing this till next Christmas. Drewski says, I'm surprised you're taken aback by the $70 price point. They could charge $80 and probably wouldn't dent sales. They're being quite reasonable. No, again, the question I have is the value there? For what they're charging, is there added value? And the customers, will they perceive that as added value, that it's worth the $10? I'm asking the question. I actually don't know what the value would be. This is bad. These are giant enemies. How am I supposed to kill these? They're huge. Right? I don't think I should be fighting these things. They're giant. I feel like I should skip it and go to the route that's glowing behind it. Right? I don't want to mess with those things. Those things look humongous. That's like an enemy camp. It is an enemy camp. I think they're guarding ore. They are guarding ore. Fuck this. Shit. A puff shroom. Hopefully these construct bows are more durable. See, it's weird because like they want you to follow the fire, but if you do, you die. Right? Well, we're heading towards this next route. This is what they said to do. I hope this is the right way. It's confusing. And it feels like Dark Souls. Everything feels like Dark Souls! I think we found him. I think that's him right there. Alright, let's do this next light route. King Michael says, I like Nintendo and the Mario games. I think they need to start getting with times and giving trophies or achievements for their games. That'd be interesting. Everyone else is doing it, right? Darth Goldbox says, in my opinion, if Nintendo wants to charge the same price as competitors, then the console should be running the same quality. Drewski says, fair enough. Frame rate and lack of next-gen graphics aside, you can't tell me this is a worse product than most of what's been coming out for $70 on other consoles. Excuse me. Whew. Whoa, okay. We connected the dots. Alright. We didn't have any gloom. So here he is. We got to him. What? Look at how bright that thing got. That light down in this dark is downright refreshing. In fact, it's so luminous, it's almost like we're on the surface. Just standing here makes me feel so much better. How strange. Hey, it's you. You're finally here. I need to show you what I found. This statue is standing tall on two legs with an arm raised high. That's similar to what we saw on the slate. Looks an awful lot like the figure Joshua showed us on the piece of slate, don't you think? Alright, let's get that camera of yours ready. Time to put it to work. Alright, so we gotta take a picture of this. Is this Zelda better than Genshin Impact? It's definitely different. Like, Genshin Impact is a non-stop combat. This really isn't. It's more exploration, I would say. They're similar, though. But this has a lot more puzzles, I think. Like, that with all the puzzle mechanics, right? Okay, here's the problem. Your camera is locked, so is your Hyrule Compendium. Hang on. So he's trying to unlock your phone, basically. He's jailbreaking your Purapad. That's exciting, to jailbreak it. Alright, so now with the jailbroken Purapad, we can now do photos. There we go. Boom! Now you should be able to use both the camera and your Hyrule Compendium. Capture a picture of that statue. Experience is the best teacher after all. Alright. So, Purapad, L. No, L. Yep. How do I zoom? Hey, how'd that go? You captured an image of the statue with your camera. Hurry up and show me. I'd like to see how it looks. Code Man Re-upped his membership for 22 months as I ran so far away, yay, just to get away. No, and I run so far away, I'm gonna get away. All right, did you get a good picture? Stupendous. Looks like you captured it well. I'm sure Joshua will be satisfied with this. Lighting up that immense root, creating us a picture of the statue. You just started helping us research what's down here, but soon enough, we're going to have even more to investigate. Well, then it's time that I head back up to the surface. See you at Lookout Landing. Don't make Joshua wait too long for that picture. All right. So Green Goblin asks, would you rather spend $70 on a nice dinner or a game? It depends. If there's a very memorable dinner, something that you've never eaten before, and you eat it and you really enjoy it and it's unique and you spend time with a loved one or a friend and it's a memory you're going to remember forever, that's just as valuable as, you know, a freaking 80-hour video game. You know what I mean? It definitely could be. It really depends. So, you know, if you could spend $70 on a game you hate, obviously, you know, that was a waste of money, correct? So it really does depend. It depends on many factors. But in the meantime, I think we're done down here. Now, how do we go from here to the surface? So down on the D-pad is the underground, the depths. Then we've got the surface, and then we've got the sky. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to fast travel back to Lookout Landing, and we're going to go to, report what we found. Well said as always, says Green Goblin. Well, thank you. Jinx says, are you going to do a full playthrough with all side content in the game? I have no idea. As I've told you guys, right now I'm running into a conundrum where I'm juggling a lot of games, and I have about 2.5 to 3 weeks to beat them all before we hit the really big content of June. And I have to see how far I can get in all the games I'm playing in that time frame. As much as I would like to commit to doing all content in every game I play, I don't think it really makes sense to do that until we see, you know, how we're doing. Is this the delivery guy? Pen, look at this. You're the one I saw flying around the sky. It's great to meet the first one to ever be launched from a Skyview tower, a real historic moment. What's your name? Link, you say. Hold on there. Really? Your name is Link? Hey, buddy. You got the same name as that famous swordsman. Good for you. Pretty big name to live up to, though. Oh. I'm Pen, by the way. I work for the Lucky Clover Gazette. I'm writing an article about this event, so folks everywhere will know about the Skyview towers being activated. Better get to work. Our newspaper is short on staff, so I'll flap all over the place to cover this news. Hey, we should use another reporter. You should join us. Seem like a brave type and all, that's what it takes. Our newspaper is based in Hebra, to the northwest. You'll find it near the bridge that leads to Rito Village. Stop by if you're up for the adventure of a lifetime in the newspaper biz, but until then, so long. Cool. Like a pelican, right? A pelican character. All right. Well, let's go tell Joshua what we found. Success. Matthew did a super chat. He says, why do you not have a Cameo account to do videos for your fans like happy birthday videos? Because I already have private videos. Aren't you aware? Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. If you pledge $50, I'll make a video of whatever you want. I'll do a birthday message. I'll do a private react video. I'll answer questions for 20 minutes. Essentially, you have my time if you do a level of pledge. And I've been doing that, no exaggeration, since 2015. It's just that Cameo became prevalent after that. And so everyone uses Cameo, but I've been doing that since 2015. If you're interested in getting anything private, just pledge $50 and tell me what you want. You got it. It's that simple. I mean, there's some things I won't do. No, I'm not going to do insanely insulting things to people. I'm not going to do disgusting things. You're not going to hear me, you know, doing awful things. But in general, you know, a video like a birthday wish or a Q&A session or a private react like I do for people, those are fun to do. And I've been doing them for years and years, man. Okay, so check it out. Patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Okay. So thank you, Matthew, for the super chat. And then Nathan Smith just gifted a membership and it went to Steak Sandwich. So congrats, Steak Sandwich, on getting your membership back. I know you had one for the longest time and it expired. And And thank you very much, Nathan, for the support of the community. And, of course, thank you to Matthew for the super chat. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, my goodness. Excuse me. I keep burping tonight. I guess those sloppy joes made me a little gassy. I don't know. But they were good, though. Jay says, I don't know if I love this or not yet. I will say this. It's interesting, but it's slow moving right now. I think once we get to the open world and we can do whatever we want, it'll be better. But the game keeps tying us into this very lengthy intro. We're not done yet. We're still doing intro. Once we finish the intro, I really feel like it'll get better. Okay? And then I got, let's see here. $1.01 tip from someone saying, I haven't seen this boob hat you're wearing. Did you get it from Spencer's Gifts? No. This is a Bender hat from Futurama. I had this for the longest time. I actually bought this hat over a decade ago from a place that used to be called thinkgeek.com. I was just buying random odds and ends of things that I could wear in videos of the like, and I never used it. And then when I started wearing hats on streams about a year or two ago for, you know, hitting a certain support level, we decided to put this into the rotation, so that's the emergence of the Bender hat. There you go. Also, Steak Sandwich now get to the membership. And that went to Silky Johnson. So congrats to Silky Johnson. This does behoove the question, though. If Steak Sandwich didn't have their own membership, why did they wait to be gifted one to then gift one to somebody else, right? Like, it's a little weird, no? But I mean, it's fine. I'm certainly not complaining. I guess what do they call that? Pay it forward or whatever. If you get something, then you pay it forward to the next person or something like that. Something like that, I think. Anyway, thank you, Steak Sandwich, for supporting the community. And be sure to thank Steak Sandwich for that gifted membership. Silky. Okay. Hey, you. Show Joshua the picture. Oh, my God. Okay, let me show her the picture. Here it is. Is it Joshua or Joshua? I don't know how to say your name because there's no voice acting. This is it. This does match what's on the fragment. Yeah. Thank you, Swordsman. Just like on the slate, this figure must be showing people of some sort, whoever they were, which confirms my theory that people lived in the depths. I'm sure we'll find more traces of them if we keep searching. This is a big, big, big discovery. Now what's next? The possibilities. There's so much more to research. Oh, but before I focus on that, there's something I want to give you as a thanks for helping me with this stage of the investigation. So, our earlier surveys of the depths found all of this. What do you think this is for? Zonite times 5. I mean, that's not a big deal. We found a bajillion of that, right? I feel as if these contain some kind of strange power, like it's energy or something. Anyway, it might help you in your search for Princess Zelda, so hopefully you'll find them useful. This fragment has helped us see the depths in a new way. Now we're closer to understanding one of its mysteries. I'm going to sift through everything that our surveys have brought back from down there. Maybe there are even more fragments that I can piece together. Goggles! Swordsman! Thank you so much for going to investigate the depths. Alright, are we done with this now? Can we now, be free to do what we want in the world? It sure seems like, that was a lengthy thing, no? So let's see. So we cannot find Princess Zelda yet, right? We already did this, right? This is going to be the 4 major phenomena. Regional phenomena. So this is the 4 major phenomena, correct? There they are. We can head towards those on the map and do those, or we're free to just kind of go out into the environment and do as we see fit. Like, I know that we had seen some temples and things around that maybe we want to do first before we bother doing other stuff. Let's take a quick look out here. So we have 2 things way out here. If we happen to fast travel, we'll be pretty close to these 2 things. I think there's a shrine and there's I think that's the Korok mission. Or we could head northwest and we could do this temple that we saw that way. Either way, like, here's the phenomenon. Like, they're really far out, right? So we've got a ways to explore and discover before we're even getting to those, right? It's Joshua. The devs had to cut out the U due to the limitations of the Switch. What? I don't know about that. I received a $1.50 tip From dinner or game. Message. I've got a great example of choosing a dinner over a game. When I met you at a Dallas gaming convention in 2013, I ended up eating at a Reunion Tower restaurant, a 360-degree view of downtown Dallas. I remember one of the tall buildings that had a light show. That's awesome. That's really cool, right? So that's going to be a memory you're going to keep with you for the rest of your life, and I bet you're super happy that you spent that much money to do it, right? There's a perfect example, right? This one time, I've told you guys this story. Long time ago, we're talking over a decade ago, I was in Chicago for a Street Fighter event. And I happened to be there with John Rambo, and then we met up with our fellow player Grog, who lives in that area, and we went to a steakhouse. Now, back then, I used to make insane money. I was rolling in dough being a YouTuber. So I told them, don't worry, money is no expense. We're just going to go eat. And we drove into downtown Chicago, and we just went to this steakhouse. We had no idea how much anything cost, right? We walk in there, and we sit down. Well, we start looking at the menu. And John goes, whoa. He goes, we can't eat here. And I was like, what? What? And he looks. So basically a steak there was like, the cheapest steak you could get was like $80. But if you're going to get a dinner of a steak and a bunch of sides, it's like $150 a person, right? And I was like, you know what? When are we ever going to get to do this? It's just money. Let's do it. And we sat down and we had amazing, rare steak. You know, I've never eaten a steak that tastes like that before. Never have I ever had that consistency or that amount of seasoning and sear and flavor. The sides were outstanding. You know what I'm saying? Like, that meal, I remember the fun we had just being able to say, hey, we could do that and have that amount of fun. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was great. And that was a memory that'll stay with me. And was it a lot of money? Of course it was. That was probably, once we were done, I paid for everything. The cost of that was probably, no exaggeration, like $400 or $500, right? But now I could say I ate gourmet steak at a gourmet restaurant in Chicago with friends. I have a memory of doing that. And now guess what? I never have a desire to ever do that again. Because I know what it is. It was great. But I don't want to spend $500 on a dinner ever again in my life. So, like, I did it. We're done. And now we can move on to normal life again. Right? Was it Gibson's? I actually don't remember the name, Howard. I don't remember the name of it at all. It might have been. That does sound familiar. But I don't know if that's what it was. It was that. I think it was that Wagyu beef. It definitely wasn't standard beef. It was like special high-end beef. So, here, let's fast forward down here. Fast forward. Let's fast travel down here. Okay. So, guys, we've got about 20 minutes left roughly on tonight's stream. You know, give or take, depending on what we're doing. It seems like finally now we've opened up the game to the point where we can kind of do whatever we want. And if we run this way, it looks like that's going to be a tower that we're going to want to hit up. So I'm almost thinking generally, let's head this direction, right? Let's do things in this direction. Here's the Korok, who sadly wants to get to his friend. And I believe he was pointing in this direction to that red. Okay, so we should build a car and drive the Korok over there, right? We absolutely should. So let's get some wood. Okay. Now we need some wheels. We have 3 here? I see 3. Oh, there's 4. There's 4 wheels. Should we make it even bigger? Should we make it like a big platform? That way we can't fall off of it. Okay. We only need 2 wheels, right? What happened to the... Why did it just do that? You saw that, right? I like... It like moved. See, this is what I don't like about this system. So let's test it. Oh, shit. Okay, it's going the wrong way. That's exactly what I wanted to test, okay? So it's definitely going the wrong direction. We gotta spin this thing around. Alright, buddy, you're coming with me. You scared me. We're moving now? You must be able to see me. I already talked to you earlier. I talked to you earlier. He acted like I never talked to him. How would I know where to go if I didn't already talk to you? It's weird, right? It's really weird. Alright. So. Here you go. You ready? We're gonna go for a ride. Here we go. We're going for a drive through Hyrule. Looks like I might have to turn. I might make it though. Let's see. We may. Oh shit! All right, all right. All right. Look at this enemy right there. I'm a little apprehensive here. It's all right. We're good. We're good. What happened? There we go. Ready? And we're off. Look out, creatures. Look out, look out. Oh, no. Oh, no. Disaster. We accidentally took out a heron or something. I obviously didn't mean to do that. Right? It was a big mistake. Okay, hold on. We obviously don't want to go into the dungeon or whatever that is. We got to rotate again. Try to drive down this road if we can, right? Right that way. Here we go. Took the bird right out. Oh, geez, a big-ass enemy over there. Ignore that thing. Can you... Oh, we can attach him? You can attach him so he can't move. Oh, so he can't get lost. Oh, let's do that. I didn't realize you could attach a freaking creature to a vehicle like that. Uh-oh. Are we gonna make it? We're gonna make it? We're gonna make it? No, we're not. Son of a bee. Well, we gotta rotate. Wait a minute, I'm just gonna walk us over here. Look, let's just walk us right over. Here we are. There's your friend. Let's get you out of here. Here you are, buddy. Thanks for bringing me to my friend. Here's something for you. 2 korok seeds. How nice. Need a steering wheel. Exactly. I wish that there was a way to direct it. I mean, I think eventually you'll be able to. These are just the primitive vehicles, right? Probably later in the game there's better ones. I would assume there'd be better ones. It's not always going to be that basic. So anyway, okay. So there was actually a temple over here to the right that we had seen. And we should probably go do that. And then see how much time we have. Maybe we can get to another tower and unlock a big part of the map. And that'll be the end of our stream. Good news is we have officially hit the open world finally, right? So now we'll be able to focus in on open world exploration, travel. Maybe we'll find some cool things, upgrades. After this temple, we'll have 4. In which case, I think we should be able to get our first upgrade. Let's see what this temple is all about. Hyrulean herb. Ooh, I love the herb. Who doesn't love some herb? The Mayashin Shrine. Alright. Very good. Guys, we are 7 likes away from a celebratory bubble blow tonight. If we hit that, that would be awesome. We already are at a 6 stream streak for Hat and Vest. It would be good if we get some bubbles going too. If you're liking the stream tonight, over 300 of you that are here, if you could like it, I would really appreciate that. A fixed device. Okay. What that means, I don't know. A fixed device. so... So it looks like we need to find a way to get the ball to hit the target. But how would we do that? Shit. Jackson, I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I guess I should have used the stairs that were directly in front of me. So what does this say? What is this? I don't really get it. It seems like we have to find a way to get it to propel it, but how do we do that, right? Attach. You can attach a ball? Why would I want to attach a ball to the post? Is this a hammer? It's a spike? It's like a golf tee, right? I mean, it literally is a golf tee. But what are we doing with this? Why do we want a golf tee? We also have these. Are we supposed to build like a golf club and smack this thing like a polo ball into the target? And what is this? Slayer, what's going on? Good to see you. I am pretty confused. The only thing I can see that will build momentum here, right, would be this thing. We could swing it back and forth, perhaps, right? And there is a T there, as if to indicate you could knock the ball with this thing, but you can't seem to move it, right? That's stationary. We have this thing, but this thing, I don't know what this is. It doesn't seem to move or anything, right? So if I don't know what this is, I don't know how I can activate it. They won't let me fuse a sword or item with anything, right? I have a few tips to shout out here. Slayer, we watched your Transformers ride vlog on the show today. We did not watch the trailer for the Korean drama only because we've been watching a lot of those almost every week, so we kind of didn't watch that one this week, okay, for variety purposes. But we did actually watch the Transformers ride. The problem was the quality wasn't good. They were trying to film on the ride, and it kind of couldn't get a lot of the ride. We watched some of it, but it was kind of hard to see. It was much less quality than, like, the Mario Kart ride that we saw. So, I got a $4.20 tip from Radical Jaws. I've just finished playing for the night. I blew myself up with a bomb sword. It was fun. Let's get some bubbles going. Oh, did we? I didn't even look at the likes. Did we hit our likes goal? We did. Narrowly. We're at just 100 likes right now. Okay. So quickly, let me blow bubbles before I forget. All right. Let's do that. A celebratory bubble blow by Bender Rodriguez. If I can get my finger on the bubble wand. Here we go. There we go. Bubbles everywhere. Good night, Willow. See you tomorrow. Sounds good. Celebratory bubble blow. Very nice. All right. Also, I got another dollar tip from Jinx saying that I think I need more mods because some of these people are getting out of hand. It happens. Moderators are in here usually for the busier streams. Obviously, tonight, you know, being a late night stream, we usually have less moderators. It varies. I do my best to take care of it. You know, apologies if it seems annoying. And again, if anyone sees people misbehaving, let me know. I'll take a look. I'm doing my best. All right. Okay. So I don't know. Like, it seems like I could. They literally call this a stake. That did not work. See? Yeah, Slayer, I'd say for now, let's take a break from drama trailers. People, I actually really liked, it was you who had submitted the Uncle Roger food commentary clip, right? That was good. And I said I would like to see more of that, but just not next week. Like, I'd like to see it maybe every 2-3 weeks. I'd like to see maybe another one from him for variety purposes. But I actually enjoyed that one. I'd never seen any of those before. So that didn't work. It shrunk it, too. You see that? It shrunk the thing? Huh. A pull club. Look at this. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to do here. The only thing I can see is that you can swing. So there's an optional chest here, right? Is this anything? Oh, what the hell? What happened? What is that? It's rotating this? But what does that do? This is weird. I don't really get it. Like, if I put this here... I'm so confused, man. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here at all. It seems like they want you to somehow use these things in a way that they've never explained before. Like, I don't even know what the hell this is supposed to be. All it does is spin. It doesn't seem to do anything when it spins, right? And it seems like what you're supposed to do is use the stake to stop the momentum of the ball so you can position it to do something with it, but I don't know what I'm doing with it. Right? Like, what am I doing with this? It looks like, see, there's probably a reason why you have these notches here, right? Like, these probably have some significance. But what? What do those notches signify? What I don't like is that you can't move this at all, right? This doesn't do anything. The ball's immune. The ball's immune to your strikes, so you can't move it like that, right? I'm really confused as to what they want you to do here. How do you reverse the momentum of the ball to get it to hit this target? How do you build momentum at all? There's no wheel. There's nothing here that would give it momentum anywhere in the room. And what is the significance of this? The board here? Right? Like, I was thinking, what you could do is this. Like, put the ball on here, right? And that would swing and hit the ball. See that? So we go boom and hit the ball. But there's no way that that ball is going to go onto that target from there. I'm so confused. What are they expecting me to do? Again, it's like they want you to just figure out, here, we're just going to throw a bunch of random tools in a room and you fuck with them. What am I even doing? It didn't even say, oh, try a way to get the ball to reverse momentum and maybe go up the ramp and hit this target. It's like, oh, you just fucking figure it out. Like, this is really poor puzzle design. They just need to give you a little hint of what you're doing. They won't even bother with that. Like, that's stupid shit. Just tell me what I'm at least trying to do. You can't even give me an idea of what I'm going for? That's too difficult for you, huh? And all that does is it rotates that, and I don't know. How is that going to do anything of use? This is as high as I can get it. I have no fucking idea. I really have absolutely no idea. What are they intending for me to do here? You fucking tell me, man. This is pretty dumb, honestly. The most I could do is it's going to swing. It's going to knock the ball off the end. There's no way the ball's going to hit that. You know, that target. There's no way it's ever going to hit that. Why would you not give me a basic explanation of what I'm trying to do? What's the one power I'm not using? No, I was going to say, can I go up here? And no, they will not let me. I was thinking, can I go up to the top and see what's up there? They will not let me do that. I'm going to give up and call it a night. This is the dumbest puzzle I've ever seen. They give no effort to explain the mechanics of the game or what they expect you to do here. This thing spins and does nothing. I have no idea if I have a way to get a ball to be propelled by it or not. Right? This is incredibly bad game design. Why would you make it like this without even trying to intend to explain how to play the game? Right? I'm stumped that in 2023 they thought this was a good puzzle. That people would enjoy it. How dumb can you be? Why would I enjoy this? Just listen to this. The spinner propels the ball. You need to get the ball rolled onto the spinner first. Why can't This is not gonna work. Oh my god. They're showing you here how to do it. You need this. Oh, you fuckers. You fucking, you assholes. That is so stupid. That's really dumb. I'm sorry. That's really dumb the way they did that. So it works. We just gotta get it in the right position again. I just want to finish this puzzle. Really. I just want to finish it. Just for now to hold it. This is so annoying. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so tedious to do this. It is so tedious. Oh. That's gonna rotate and hit this spike and go thwap and break. Close. So we solved the major puzzle. But then what is... Oh. There's a second puzzle. In this puzzle... Alright. We have to hit it early, so it goes over there, but we have to get that wall out of the way somehow. Now, how would we get that wall out of the way? It won't attach. See that? Something to do with a spike? No, that's the highest I can get it. I can't seem to get a spike high enough up there to attach to it. Hold it up and rewind? I don't think it works like that. I think rewind is instant. It's not like it's going to stay up there for a bit. I don't think that'll work at all. I could be wrong. I don't know. It won't let you stick it to the platform up there. Right? I'm right there ready to solve the puzzle, right? That's not high enough. That seems good, like that's out of the way. But I don't know, maybe not, right? I don't know. This is so odd. Something here? You can't stick anything to the platform above. Nothing will stick to it. You see that? That didn't do anything. Okay, hold on. The ball has to go there. What if we build a column like right here? But nah, you can't stick it to the ground. No matter what, it'll only stick to the stupid. It'll only stick to the rectangle. It won't stick to the ground. The only things that stick into the ground seem to be the stakes. See, like, these will go into the ground because they're sharp, but those will not. I think we almost have it. Do you see? If we put 2 columns there, maybe we can stick and wedge the platform above them. See? Maybe we have like a second one, we can get this stuck up there. Ah! Ah! Fuck! See, I want to get one, like, under it to hold it up, but I don't know how to do that. Did that? No. Oh my god. Fuck this stupid shit. For what? You know what's gonna be in that chest? Nothing. A bomb. A single fucking bomb. There's gonna be nothing in there. There's gonna be nothing of any significance in there. Prepare your butts for this epic reward that I stayed overtime for. Ready? Ready? Get ready. Something that I can craft normally at any crafting station in the game. Any cooking pot. That was definitely worth my time figuring out that puzzle. Nintendo really knows what they're doing, huh? Someone to tip me $1 says, fuse those logs together. Fuse them to a green spike. Fuse the green spike to the thing that rotates. When you hit the button and becomes a golf club, then you can smack the ball when it drops down and you hit the target. Well, I'm actually glad I didn't read that tip because that was an insane spoiler on how to do it. And I definitely would have rather figured it out for myself. At the very same time, yeah, that was incredibly frustrating. So thank you to the person who tipped the $1, but that was a pretty huge spoiler. I'm glad I didn't read it when I was trying to figure it out for myself. Oh my god. The good news is, this should be 4, which means you can get an upgrade, but I don't know where you go to get the upgrade. In the Sky Temple, if you remember, you had to talk to the goddess statue, but we haven't found any goddess statues, right? So, where do we go now? Will it tell us? Will it tell us a place to go to level up? No. Shit. God damn this. It's like being so finicky and precise. What the fuck? Why can't I open this chest, you stupid... By the way, there's the other tower we're gonna do. We're definitely doing that next. At least it's a new item. I don't know what we're going to do with it, but at least it's something new. A Zonai charge with massive energy stored within. Put it in a Zonai device dispenser or use it to temporarily prevent a Zonai energy cell from losing its power. Okay, guys, that's what we're going to do next when we play this again later in the week. Definitely that tower should be where we head. I mean, it'd be pretty stupid to not do this, right? It's straight ahead. It's going to reveal the next area. For now, let us do a manual save. Okay? And I'd like to say thanks to everyone who chilled with me tonight. Thanks to everyone who supported. Thanks to everyone who interacted, who talked, tried to help. Everything. It was a great stream. Good progress. And I hope that you'll join me on Monday when we're going to play this for 3 hours and actually do full open world exploration for the first time. Okay? Stormforce Gamer says, if you go back to the town with the first tower, talk to a guy in the center. He's going to open an underground shelter. In that shelter, there's a place where you can get a heart. There you go. All right. Guys, thank you for a great stream. I hope to see you again on my next major stream, which will be good progress. And, of course, thanks to everyone tonight who supported in any way. We had so many people gifting memberships, big tips, everything good. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you all on Monday. Sound good? Thank you, and see you then. Peace out.